Hello, Monster Band here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 10 of... No, 9. Part 9 of my Malagor, the Dark Omen campaign. Almost screwed up. It's fine, it's part 9. Yes, part 9. Just had to double check in case I had really screwed myself over. No, it's fine. It's part 9, and we are watching the battle between Boris Johnson, Mu Hefner, and the defenders of Arkan's Black Tower. You might be thinking, where is Arkan's Black Tower? Well, he calls it a Black Tower, but it's very small in fact. You can barely even see it. But it's not the size of your Black Tower that counts. It's how much dark magic you can accrue via it. Just keep that in mind, ladies. Anyway. We are through the gates, which is good. However, a frontal assault is going to be tricky. This garrison is dynamite. So, we're going to do something a little bit more underhanded. So when the battle started, we obviously had all of our units on this side of the city, and this is where the reinforcements are coming in to reinforce that attack eventually. However, we quickly repositioned the Centaurs and Warhounds to attack this gate over here. Of course, Warhounds, as we know, incredibly good at gnawing their way through doors. Then we head straight for the key objective up here. Now, this will give us 5 victory tickets per second, but whatever it is, to a maximum of whatever the bar is. You can't tell anymore. How big is the bar? What? Can we see it from space? I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know how big this bar is, but I know if we take some thingy-majigs, we'll get some doobies and it'll fill up to green. That's how that works. Good. Okay, so we're basically using this frontal assault as a diversion. So we pour up onto the walls, and yeah, it's just a lot of boys here, a lot of Tomb Guard, and we're not really fitted for dealing with Tomb Guard, to be honest. We are, however, managing to take out the Screaming Skull catapults somehow. I genuinely don't know how we're doing it. We've managed to... I mean, there's so many units around here that could be stopping us, and they're just not. But I wonder if our desperate charge towards the victory location over here is distracting them. Obviously, the AI is quite hard to distract, right? It can do everything at the same time. Me, on the other hand, I'm distracted by literally everything. But if you do something, if you take their victory plaza, you'll notice that the enemy army kind of loses its shit a little bit. So our plan now is to lock down as many of these units as possible. Take out, just do as much damage here as possible. Kill as much stuff. Keep as much stuff occupied. Make sure that they're having to split their forces. Mu Hefner has arrived with his troops as well, which is great, and we are now grabbing that victory location. There we go. An enemy reinforcement arrived. Just a Tomb King. He kind of arrived, turned up, and saw a horde of Centaurs going the other way, and was like, what's going on? He killed a few, and then has run off to tell someone, which is basically what I do whenever there's a problem at work. Kind of like, oh shit, I'll go tell someone who's paid more than me to deal with this. Is this my problem? Potentially, but I'll make sure that someone else tells me it is first. I'm not paid enough to be independent thinking. So our diversion seems to be going alright. Although we are losing a lot of beastmen. That's alright. It's just a lot to go around. For some reason, Mu Hefner's guys all seem to want to go up the arse ladders. I don't know why. There's a gate there, guys. It's a gate. Go to the gate. They're like, no, we want to be tired. We want to go up the ladders. It's like my 3-year-olds. Do you want to do this? No, I want to do this harder version. Why? They'll like it. And he will throw a shit if he doesn't get to do it the harder version. So we do have reinforcements arriving to try and retake the victory plaza office, but look at this. Look at this green bar slowly replacing the red bar. All is according to plan. However, we are going to have to keep them at bay long enough to hold that. Fortunately, our diversion seems to be... I mean, you know, the balance of power is still fairly even. I feel like we could potentially win this battle the hard way, but... it would be costly. If we do it the cheaty way, it's not even cheaty. It's strategy. We're using strategy here. We're not normally I'll just batter my way in through the front door, won't I? Normally, I'll just batter my way through the front. And frankly, if I had enough Minotaurs, that's exactly what I'd be doing. But I don't. So we're using strategy, doing a little bit of sneaky times, and I think that's going to work out for us quite nicely. So we're throwing 1 unit of Centaurs in there just to keep them back. As you can see, the ticket is going up. We are over 50% now. I feel like the AI should be losing its shit slightly more, considering it is literally about to lose the battle. Is it moving more? It doesn't even look like it's moving more units up. There's these guys over here. There's some skeleton spearmen. There's some skeleton horse archers, and they've got some sepulchral stalkers. At this point, I would be pulling everyone back. Like, I would be like, okay, abandon this, just pull back, defend the choke points, and then just pull everything else back. Because you lose that, you lost the battle. The Warhounds have broken and are fleeing off the battlefield. Of course, because the battlefield is very close, they will retreat and not return. Centaur's taking a little bit of fire there, so I've decided that, you know what, better than to sit there and take fire, may as well charge them in to the battle and see if we can take out any sepulchral stalkers. The sepulchral stalkers are very anti-large. They've got 18 bonus first large. So they are very good at killing large boys. The Centaur's now charging in there. Yes, taking out a few of them and holding them back. And it looks like we've got this, because even if they break through our line, they do not have the time to retake the victory point. And there we go. Victory. Winning through sneaky shenanigans is still winning. Still winning. Oof. Took quite the beating in that battle, but then, to be honest, I was kind of expecting to. Let's get Fury of the Herds. Beasts. Beast our beef boys up? No, beef our beast boys up. That's the right way of doing it. Good. Right. So, Thyrus. You're gonna... Now, it says crushing defeat. I don't necessarily agree with that particular analysis of the outcome. I mean, that's gonna be fine. Crushing defeat. Seriously. Seriously, guys. Okay, well, we're going to send everyone up onto the wall. We will take out the gates as well. The doggo's already going to gnaw through those. We'll send the harpies to attack the great swords. Not generally a good engagement for them, but they should do some damage, and that will also keep them occupied while our Slangors and other various paraphernalia get up onto that wall and give them some time to sort of get up there and get numbers on their side. We're already through the gates, hitting them with a little devolve. Devolve? Oh, Traitorkin. Sorry, Traitorkin. Which I think is supposed to make, like, it's supposed to be used on cavalry and just make cavalry go mental, but I guess there's maybe not a... Or maybe it would just be too specific. Like a spell that literally just targets cavalry in Total Warhammer. Not great for use. But still, it's a nice spell. Does some reasonably good damage. It's kind of like a cheap Final Transmutation. Also slows people down. So, you know, good on cavalry. to be fair. Maybe it should do extra damage bonus large or something, but I don't know if spells can actually have that effect. Don't know. Anyway, so the Slangor up on my best boys, Slangor up on the old wall there. I just like throwing javelins at people. What can I say? And the Gauls doing okay against the great swords, mostly because they're not having to worry too much about exactly. There's only one unit over there, so that's fine. We've got the Spawn of Slaanesh throwing themselves against these swordsmen. And while that's happening, we've also got Centaurs coming around the outside to get a little flanking attack. I mean, so far, this seems to be doing very well. We have hit them with another Traitorkin, so that's doing quite a bit of damage to them. And the Slangor also throwing a lot of shit at them, so that is obviously doing quite a significant portion of damage. Yikes. I mean, that is absolutely brutal. Look how much damage they're doing. Plus, it's hilarious to see someone with a javelin lodged in their head. Wow, this is not going well for the, crushing defeat. Plus, we've got a lovely little rear charge there. Kind of missed that. Sorry. But they're broken. They're broken, and these guys are broken, and the enemy army is pretty broken. These halberdiers think they're going to get a little charge, but then, we come in from behind. So that's not working very well for them. Then the doggos come in from... The doggos that were charging then attack them from the rear, and then they're hit by Traitorkin at the same time. So generally not going great for them. Yeah, that crushing defeat. Not sure where that was coming from. I do kind of like the Slaanesh boys. Oh, look at that. See, now we've got some cash coming in, haven't we? Hey, now we got some cash coming in. Now, was I going to throw the party now? We had 48. We can't reach that. We get 30% boost. I'm tempted to say yes. Did we get 48? Did we not get the bonus? Oh well. Hey, it's not, it's not the end of the world. I want more Slaanesh boys. What can I say? Stupid sexy goats. What is wrong with stupid sexy goats? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with stupid sexy goats. No one can explain to me what the problem is with sexy goats, because there is no problem. It's a trick question. It's a fucking trick question, guys. Can we can reach Malagor. I'm asking you to do a lot, but kill these guys for me, would you? Pyrrhic victory. I mean, more weapon strength. Kind of obvious, to be honest. I mean, the thing is that, do they actually have any? Do they have walls? I don't think they do, because otherwise we'd have the siege equipment. Yeah, they don't. So they don't have walls. Right, so one, no walls. All right. So second of all, we've got shit tons of Minotaurs. So this Pyrrhic victory. Ooh, okay, so finesse. You don't need finesse when you've got Minotaurs. See these halberdiers moving in, try and stop them. Oh yeah, you can't stop Minotaurs with halberds. It's just not. You just make them angry, to be honest. So already we've just smashed through their front lines. They just disintegrated. We hit them, there was jam, and then the front line wasn't there anymore. Normally in a siege, there's a point where you're kind of blobbed up a bit as you try and force your way through. With Minotaurs, that stage just doesn't really ever happen, to be honest. Most of the enemy units are fleeing already, and that then leaves their... Ooh, jeez. That leaves their crossbowmen terrified. I'm not surprised you're terrified, to be honest, guys. Crashing into the barricade there. That is not going to last very long. Even if we weren't about to capture that objective anyway, and so... Down it goes. So the crossbows get a volley of fire into the very angry... I mean, Guys, I don't think standing there and shooting at an angry bull charging towards you is necessarily a good idea. So broken through into the centre. A few of the enemy units are rallying and coming back to the fight, but considering just how quickly we just stomped them, there's a swordsman sandwich. Oh, and then the meat. Ooh, that was charged from both sides by Minotaurs. That's a quick way to end your life, isn't it? Okay, well, I think it's fair to say that the enemy army has been dispatched. So there are a few units rallying and coming back, but then we just start charging in the other direction. And they're going to realise that maybe they should have just kept running. Well, that was satisfactory, wasn't it? I'll take the more money. Thanks. Now, is that... I guess this is your only army now?
No.
Well, I think it might be.
I am Volkmar, the Empire's great defender.
Yeah, or not. Okay, so... I might go and kill him. Just for funsies. I mean, we've pretty much fucked the desert down here, haven't we? I'm tempted to kill Tic-Tac-Toe just to be like, screw you. But if I know all the... I mean, if all the crises are going to kick off at the same time, do we need to worry about it? Oh, I think it's better to up... It's just better to upgrade our buildings, isn't it? Like, get Jabber Slides. That's... I don't know if it's a strategy, but it's definitely what I want to do. It's definitely a thing I want to do. But let's get... Because I feel like this army needs more Blessed-Igors in it. It's going to take a while to recruit mines, but we'll be fine there. I guess we can keep the Black Horned Ravagers. Do that. It's going to take a few turns to recruit, but that's fine. I'm going to save my pennies, so because we've got some buildings upgrading. Got a lot of skill points to hand out, haven't we? Because we've been very busy boys. Getting that party started. Fueled by blood, yes. Definitely. Blood gives you wings and all that. Let's get magical reserves. I can conduit. That sounds good to me. Thyrus. You, my friends, get to get a Darkling Spirit, so you can summon in a big rock-throwing boy. That seems fine. And then our Gorballs, basically anything that's going to make you a teensy bit more killy. Gave you a brand of Nurgle, and now I regret not just giving you both. Mind you, Mooley Cyrus is riddled, so that is, to be fair. Do I just go and kill Volkmar? I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like, is there a settlement up here? Marek. If we take I mean, that should give us pretty much everything around it. So I'm going to see if we can set up a party there, like Burning Man 2. The sensation. The burning sensation. The Burning Man sensation. Missile resistance for Gorgons and Giants. Yeah, I don't really have them. More armor. That sounds good. Let's do that. Badufu, you're going to come up here. And also, I meant to do names because we had Scar Maneater. I kind of want to do this, but I need no, save money for the dread buildings. Need more impaled corpses and shit. Hey Tekalis, you're declaring war on me, are you? Really? Is that a good move for you? Is that a good move? I feel like it might not be the best move for you. I'm assuming war? It's war, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, a new plague among us. At Woodstock. Yeah, no, that does... Yeah, no. I mean, it does kind of make sense, doesn't it? Does kind of make sense. Okay, now we don't want to raise anything, because if we raise things, then we can't raise them for the party points. So we need to get over here and see whatever the hell this is. Thyrus, you head this way. We'll leave Malagor down here for a minute. Do we have another army available? Nope, still at the old... Okay, but we are making 190 dread a turn. Can we upgrade this? So we can upgrade... If we get a little bit more money, we can upgrade. So we need to do that. We need to get another party. Another festival set up. I think it should be Glasto. Good old Glasto. In the desert. What's a desert hang on. Festival in the desert. Festival the desert. There's a festival called Festival in the Desert. It's Burning Man. Yeah, well, we know about the Mong. I know. Festival in the Desert. Controversy. Because that's the only... Okay, Fire Festival, Burning Man, yeah. Right, got one. It's fine. So what? Hang on. What was the festival with the bull pit, the bull pool? Was that was that Tumblr or something? Whatever that one was, that was just an absolute fucking train wreck. Perfect. That's the mood I'm going for. That's the move we're going for. Right, Marek. If I hit you, what? Okay, Eye of the... What about the Eye of the Panther? Oh, that looks like... well, not as good as I thought. To be honest, the Great Desert of Araby seems like a winner. Because Marek kind of just... yeah. I mean, maybe... Okay, so we're going to the Great Desert of Araby. I don't know what those noises were. We're going to go for the Great Desert of Araby, where Volkmar's hold up. Everyone converge. We've got a party location. Malagor, are you ready? You ready? No, 2 turns. You've got 2 turns to go, and then we need to get more Slan boys. Slam boys, our best boys. I'm a little bit like I need to main. You know what? I actually need to. Oh, hello. For now, what?
We will receive you now.
Good to know. What are you up to? Okay, you're fighting both these guys and these guys. I'm also fighting them, so why aren't you more chill with me? I'm a strategic threat. Am I though?
My master.
I'm just rolling around trying to have good vibes, Kairos. That's all I care about. Good vibes. And if you are not into good vibes, then we can't be BFFs like me and Scarbrand.
Scarbrand, listen.
See, Scarbrand's a bro. Oh, Scarbrand, you're actually doing shit this time.
Very well.
Good. You're actually going to take out the people who you've been next door to? The people you've literally been next fucking door to for God knows how long? You're finally getting around to dealing with them, have you? Well, good job. Good job, big guy. Christ, it's all brawn, no brains with you, isn't it? To be honest, landing on his head probably didn't help. The corn yeeted him. That's gotta sting. Ah. Thyrus. Run! Ah. Thyrus. Got spotted, did you? Well, I mean, on the plus sides... Alright. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, Thyrus. You're in trouble. Serious trouble. They outnumber you 2-1. And they've got some really nasty units in this army. Thankfully, they don't have any casters. Not that Nehekara magic is particularly good. To be honest, none of the magic the Tomb Kings... I mean, Nehekara magic is like meh. I mean, like, seriously meh. Light magic is pretty meh. And death magic is also pretty meh. So, you know, a whole bunch of meh, to be honest. Now, I am corner camping. Although we do have our backs to a cliff. So, basically, if you want to run away, I hope you packed a parachute. So, we have the... So, my hope is we can do damage with the Slangor. Because obviously these guys will have their javelins and their throwing axes, which is good. The spawn of Slaanesh should be okay. I mean, they're unbreakable, so there is that. They do have physical resistance, and they've also got regeneration, so they should be, you know, fairly tanky. So Chaos Spawn already engaging on the flanks as a bunch of Nehekaran horsemen and Necropolis Knights try and break through our lines. We're going to concentrate our missile fire to try and bring that down, but we've also then got chariots attacking our left flank. I do have some Ungol Spearmen herd there, though, to try and hold them back. Once they've charged, and they're out in trees as well, their attack bonus should be pretty low, so we should be able to deal with them. However, we do have these Necropolis Knights. Is it a couple of units Necropolis? Yeah, 2 units Necropolis Knights attacking this flank. Is it 2 or just the 1? Oh, it's just the 1 unit of Necropolis Knights, actually. But we're going to bring Thyrus over here to hit them with a Traitor Kin. So that's going to do some reasonably good damage to them. It works better on small units. I think it only hits... it's a shame it doesn't say, but I think it only hits like a certain number of units in the unit, like entities in the unit. And so it's better on, like, cavalry, where obviously you have fewer units than infantry, where you have more. Lots of chariots, but they're getting in each other's way, which is meaning that their charge bonus is going to be pretty low, and also that, you know, they don't particularly have great stats, so we should be okay on that flank. Meanwhile, the skeletons are... You know, we did summon in the Sigurd to throw some boulders. It did okay. Maybe I should have waited. However, the ace in the hole, our war doggos, and the Centaurs were hiding in the trees behind the enemy army. Once the enemy army was engaged, they've now swept out of the trees and are using their incredibly fast speed to move up to engage those archers. There we go, breaking off to go and run those archers down. We do have some Necropolis Knights chasing after us, but they're slower than us. And so we can basically just eat all their archers. Good stuff. Right, we've got a big blob on our left flank. The enemy general in the centre there. A few units fighting in the centre. The Slangor just chucking shit everywhere they can. We've got a big engagement over here with the Spawn of Slaanesh holding back a whole horde of skeletons. But Thyrus is just dropping magic all over their heads using Devolve. He's using Traitorkin, Bray Scream. He's got a lot of winds of magic sort of like built up. And also his spells are pretty dirt cheap. So there goes the Traitorkin. So they're going to start taking damage, and our Spawn are going to start just pushing through. Just pushing through. They've also got some Shabti there as well. The Slangor with javelins have run out of javelins already and now charging into the fray. Fortunately, they are pretty bloody good melee combatants on top of that. They do get an additional bonus versus large as well. It's not really going to come in that useful, but their weapon strength and melee attack are reasonably good, although one just to get shanked from behind by a skeleton. So there we go. With the right flank seemingly okay. It's stable. It's not great, but it's stable. And the doggos racing around, hunting down units wherever they can. More of the Slangors just trying to deal with this flank over here. You can see lots of javelins being lobbed. I mean, it's a target-rich environment. They can't miss. So Devolve and Traitorkin being dropped on their heads over here. This is obviously going to do significant damage to those skeleton chariots. Little Bray Scream there as well. We are starting to run low on Winds of Magic, but looking at Thyrus has racked up 2,500 damage dealt as gold. He's also coming in to attack the Tomb King over here, who is currently surrounded by Slangor with throwing axes. Our doggos are running away. Will they rally before they they've got positive morale. Guys. You're not being chased? Oh, I guess because the enemy general's there, so it counts as like a... Oh, well. They brought their parachutes. Probably fine. More chariots charging down. The Centaurs running away from combat for a minute. Okay, this doesn't look too bad. I mean, this is stable. This is okay. This is not catastrophic. I mean, the Spawn of Slaanesh are holding the line on this flank. We've got a few engagements in the centre there. This flank seems to be okay, and our Slangor are now kind of free to go and hunt down enemy units. Not to mention the fact the Centaurs have managed to untie themselves from the skeleton spearmen. I'm going to get a rear charge there, which is going to be pretty devastating as they slam into the back of those skeletons. That is going to upset them, especially because their general's dead. And so these skeletons, sad as they are, will now start to crumble, and that is going to free up an entire flank for us. Suddenly, things have shifted in our... in our favour. There we go. In our favour. They've shifted in our favour. Centaurs breaking away from that engagement. We do have those skeleton spearmen. They're now charging down towards the Slangor with throwing axes, but the Slangor should be able to mince them pretty easily. Who sent Thyrus to charge into a horde of Tomb Guard there to help out the Slangor. He should be fine. He's got plenty of health. He's pretty tanky. He'll be alright. And actually, things are starting... Like, a lot of the enemy units are starting to crumble. We have the upper hands. Thyrus did it. He only went and bloody did it. That was pretty close, but Thyrus didn't die, so... You're welcome, Thyrus. That was very close though. Oh, that was very close. Savages, where? Over there. Okay, well that's not my problem. Wow, Thyrus, good job. How many skill points did you get? 3. I'll be honest, I feel like you should have got more. I feel like you were done dirty there. Okay, Savage Dominion, yes. Magical Reserves, yes. Even though apparently it doesn't actually do anything. Wait, why does it say -5? Local prevent current +5. That just... oh god, I don't know. Right, the important thing is here that we can get everyone in to set up our brand new party here in the Great Desert of Araby. We will encircle because I want to get everyone in on this party. You know, all hands meeting, apart from obviously the boss who's busy. Didn't lose anyone? Good. Oh, and troll hides. Very nice. And we'll raise a hearthstone. Okay, and now we look at this. Look at this. So we've got 12, 8, 6, 8, 8, 8. We are going to have to kill Archon, but to be fair, Warhammer Skeletor usually deserves a good kick in the head anyway, so that's fine. And obviously we're going to upgrade you. What the fuck? Secluded Oasis. Right, oh shit! Yes, I'd forgotten that certain herdstones had like a special building. I'd forgotten that. There's one in... is there one in Black Crag? Maybe? I'd completely forgotten that fact. Is there any new ones? Probably not. Ah, shit, son. Forgotten about that. Alright, well, okay, so we've got a secluded oasis. Oh, we actually get some income. Jesus. Income from trade tariffs. I'll level with you. Not sure that's going to be all that useful, considering we can't trade with any. I stand corrected. Fine. Fine. However, this is going to be the Resolve festival. Oh, look at all the influencers are gonna come here. They're gonna be taking pictures on the old Instagrams, aren't they? It's gonna be amazing. I can't believe Thyrus is still alive. Good job, Thyrus, fighting off all those skellies. That was mostly down to the party boys, the Venga bus, the Venga boys down here. Probably should, Thyrus. I think you deserve a better army. So I'm gonna plow some money into you and give you some better units. But that's gonna have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.